Okay, we're going to get started. Grab your scrap yarn, and you'll see here mine is similar in weight to my working yarn, slightly thicker, but it'll work just fine. You're going to also want to make sure you have your scissors nearby, your circular knitting needles, and of course your crochet hook, which is a similar millimeter size to your knitting needles. Begin by making a slip knot with your scrap yarn. Same like we start with a knitting project, you're just going to slip it onto your crochet hook. To chain, you're going to pull the working yarn over the hook and pull through the loop. Each one of those is one chain stitch. So what I like to do is I like to chain a couple of extra stitches more than what the pattern calls for. So in this case, I need 100 stitches. So I'm going to actually cast on or chain 105 stitches just so I have a little bit of a leeway and a longer tail when it's time to unravel the project. So I'm going to pause the video here and pick it up once that part is complete. Okay, so we are at the part where I'm nearing the required number of chain stitches. In this case was way over 100, so I'm sparing you watching me chain this entire thing. Once you have the number of stitches that you need for your project, you can go ahead and cut the tail of your scrap yarn and pull it through your final chain stitch. You'll notice now one side of your chain has V's and the other side has bumps. We're actually going to be working into these bumps. So grab your knitting needles and you're going to insert the tip of your needle into the first chain bump. At this point, we're going to grab our working yarn and we're going to join the working yarn to our needle and pull it through to make our first stitch. I like to pull that tail a little bit longer just so I have enough length to weave it in later on in the project. So you're going to continue inserting the needle into the next bump, looping over your working yarn and pulling it through. And you can see you're basically casting on your working yarn onto your knitting needle via this chain. And this can all be undone later, and we'll show that in the later part of this clip. As you can see here, I've just picked up the final stitch of my provisional cast on, and I am now ready to work in the round. This is a really nice technique to use if you're going to be seaming two ends of a tube together. It becomes seamless, and this is a quite easy way to do it. So I hope this has been helpful, and I'll be doing another video showing how to undo the provisional cast on and do a Kitchener stitch in the round.